actually hard to write.
It was very hard to write.
It wasn't. That was perfect. Peace and healing. It's your soul tribe, Michaela and Jalen. And this is my life on earth, okay? Not his story, but her story. And if you're a returning subscriber, in the comments down below, please be sure to put the numbers 333. And if you're a new subscriber, new viewer, hey, in the comments down below, put the number 777. And I really appreciate you guys for tuning in, and let's get in with this video because I don't know about you, but I'm excited to talk about it. Today, guys, we will be sharing our very first shroom experience. The reason why Jalen is doing this video with me is because he actually was there when I tried shrooms for the very first time. We actually did it together. Yeah, we were the
transaction of the whole 9.
Yeah, we was there together. You know, he orchestrated and put the whole thing together. And I was just like, now's the time that we need to do it. Along, you know, at that stage in our journey, we're just like, we need to expand and open our mind more. So that's one thing that we did try. When we did our shroom experience, it was about November of 2020. So it was last year for the very first time. I haven't yet to try it again or do it again, but that's something that is like super at the focus right now as far as one of the things that I need to incorporate in my lifestyle on a day-to-day time, like a day-to-day usage, or just like involving in my lifestyle way more, because that was truly an experience to remember, honestly. Like, I literally have right here, these are, you guys, got the sticky note on there. These are literally the exact papers that we wrote on the moment we were having our shroom trip. Like I off the rip, I automatically knew, like, we're gonna write this down. We need a detail, because I watched a couple videos. You know, I did my little research before I did it, and a lot of people just recommend that you really document your experience so that way afterwards you can have note of everything that really happened, because it's truly an out-of-body experience and you're connecting with your higher self. So we will be reading some, I mean, like, look at this writing, guys. Like, this is channeling. I don't know if you guys ever seen somebody, or if you do it yourself, but like channeling energy. A lot of people, they use a pen and a notepad and they just write down and they draw and they just basically help flow help the flowing of the information and process it as it's coming in. So look at that. Scratches. We got bigger font. We got smaller font. So we're going to get to these, but let's get into the details. I got it from this guy that I actually went to high school with. Yeah. We wasn't like really cool or like friends like that, but it's somebody I knew of, and I knew he was like a trusting person. Yeah. And he's somebody who kind of stayed to himself. So I'm like, babe, I think we should go that way.
When I got it, it was like, dang, look, you bought some food. It's like mushrooms from the grocery store. You know what I mean? So,
they were psilocybin mushrooms, by the way, guys.
Yes. I think it was white. I think it was White Widow, if I'm not mistaken. Orchestrated it, I bought it, set up the whole thing. I was like, babe, I think we should try it. It'd be a good idea. So.
And I like trying new things, and I trust him. So I'm like, let's do it. As far as the vibe goes, we really wanted, the vibe was really important to us. So like, we got the shrooms, and then we were like, okay, we know we wanted it to only just be just us two, because another thing I found out when researching is that a lot of people say, depending on who you actually do the experience with or around, could also, you know, affect your results. And
right, like, just make sure like your environment is more positive than.
If I was a light bulb, ding ding. Yeah, so that's something that was really important to us. The only people that was actually present in like the whole house that day that was anywhere near us, like the only other living being that was near us that day in the house was my brother, and then also our dog. He was there. Yeah.
Fuck.
I'm gonna talk about that in the video.
Initially, I bought only 1/8 of it, but I really should have got more.
But how much did we take dosage?
We scaled it. We took 0.5 each.
Yes, that is true.
Yeah.
We did weigh it out. We took 0.5 each, and we actually.
We didn't want to do like a whole gram. It's our first time. So.
Yeah, we don't want to go too far, but we don't want to go too less. So we like, what do we do?
And I'm kind of up there, you know what I mean?
And that was our very first time. So we also took it orally. So we actually chewed it up and swallowed it. Instead of like putting it in a tea or like mixing it with something else or like food, we literally just chopped popped it in there, start chomping, washed it down with some water, and kept it moving.
Like you taking some medicine.
Yeah, like simple as that. Kept it moving, you know what I'm saying? It took like, for us, I would say it probably took like 30 minutes. Probably like 30 minutes each. Or no, it took an hour actually. We lied. It took an hour for it to like really kick in. And then while we were waiting on it to kick in, we decided to smoke. But did we smoke? We didn't smoke till like...
We smoked after.
Yeah, we smoked after we actually started to feel a little bit of something. And like I don't even know how to explain it to y'all. Like, it's not even just like, oh my God, you like disappear and go to another place. But like everything feels different on you. Like you feel the energy. You feel the space. Like you feel everything that's going on around you. And like you looking from a different perspective.
Right. You know how you smoke marijuana and it's like, it hits your head, but it's like, you can feel it through your veins and stuff like that. Well, with the shrooms, it starts from your feet and then it travels all the way up.
Mm-hmm. That's a good way to put it. It was definitely a body experience.
This is how it hit. It's like a...
Yeah, it's like...
That's that shit.
So you're like... It's like you're like... And I looked in the mirror, guys, and I lie to you not, I literally saw my higher self.
Yeah.
I looked in the mirror, saw my higher self. He looked in the mirror, saw his higher self, and then we literally looked at each other and we saw each other for who each other really was. Like, we were like, hey, nice to meet you. Like, I'm like, dang, babe, you look pretty good.
Facts, like, that's fact.
You know, goddess energy, all that. But you guys, literally, super, super interesting experience. So now we're going to get into the notes. This is like a short, sweet video. No reason to get super long, but we do have things to cover. I'm not really sure which page was on the top. I feel like this one was on the top for some reason. No.
That one was on the top.
It was? Okay, we're going to start off with that. Damn. Okay, so...
I'll read first.
All right, but the first one's mine, though. I can tell by the handwriting.
All right, go ahead.
All right, so we're just going to read our own handwriting on what we wrote to ourselves, because I was like, I got to take track of this and write this for myself. And also, guys, before I get into the notes, at the end, like towards the end of us already, we're noting, you know what I'm saying? We're going through the experiences, we're putting stuff together, we're experiencing. Towards the end of the trip, is the best way I guess I can explain it. It was almost like it was a different lifestyle, like it was a different version of ourselves, and we're just like, is this going, like, are we stuck like this? Not saying it wasn't a bad thing, but I'm like, are we staying like this? Like, when is this gonna go down? Right, it lasted for a very long time.
Like on hour 3, I'm like, okay.
Yeah, we was like 3 hours in.
Sleep, please. I mean, at this point.
Yeah, and it took us a long time to like really like.
I say
that was interesting.
Only happens your first time you take it. But at the same time...
They said that only happens your first time?
No, I'm thinking it only happens the first time you take it, but I'm thinking it's like, we only took a 0.5, number one.
Yeah, so I feel like when we do it again and we up the dosage, it's going to be like 10 times different. Like, it's going to be impactful, especially because we have more awareness and we're more conscious to the things that's going on and truths about life in general, as well as expressing and learning ourselves more. So I feel like doing it from this point where we at in our journey and in our life is only going to literally like help us navigate forward and give us the keys that we need, the keys that we already know, the keys that we already have, you know, better understand that and better channel that energy. So without further ado, let's get into this notes. So we have the first paper. As you guys can see.
Her handwriting.
Yeah, I write really big. I naturally write really big. Anybody know me know I write big. So, but in this moment, it was kind of like
it was hard.
I had to write it how I felt. Like hard, but it was just like, it was just something that you could tell was something you're supposed to experience and take with you later. But you're like, yo, we got to write this down though, so we can like really reflect on this. Because you know, I'm the type of person I like to always look at the details. So I'm like, okay, we need to look back at this afterwards. So no reason to stall. First thing I wrote on the paper was, I am a god. I am a god. And I can tell by my handwriting and how big it is and how like fast that I was, that I really like emphasis on that. Like I knew that, I was told that, I felt that, I saw that. I ain't here to convince nobody, so, but the point is, that's what I said. That's why Jalen is my protector and lover.
Crazy.
Interesting.
I wrote, I am strong in power. Awareness is on 10. Me connecting to the chips.
I think that one was my handwriting.
Yeah, that is yours.
Yeah,
that's yours.
I put that I just put that my awareness was on 10. That's yours?
Yeah, me connecting to the chips, transforming it into powerful energy turbines, fueling the positive energy network source.
What?
Yeah,
say that again, babe. No, say that again, because I need y'all to, like, this is something. Keep in mind, this is something we just randomly wrote. We wasn't like...
Me connecting the chips, transforming it into powerful energy turbines, fueling the positive energy network source.
Shall we continue? All right. So in this next one, I don't know if this is, like I said, I don't remember the order because this was actually in a different book, so I took it out. This is my handwriting, though.
Handwriting.
I put, once again, super big, sloppy, because we was trying. Okay, we was trying. Look at the sun coming out. I love you too. I put that my brother looked different, which is very true. Like I said, it's like we saw everything for what it was. We saw the truth for what it is. People, if we was around anybody else, I'm pretty sure we would have saw them for who they were. Like, I literally saw my brother and I saw him in his true form. And I really realized that. Like, I was like, I'm like, okay, he looks different. As well as our dog at the time, he looked completely different. He didn't look different. He looked at himself, but I saw him. Yeah. I saw his spirit. I saw his soul. I saw who he was. I saw his past. And our dog was literally an old general from back way before, and in the wars, and he was a general. He always had that strong, that real courageous, real bold energy, but he also would be there for folks, and he's very loving and very unconditional with the way that he shows his love. So I saw all that, and I'm just like, get that old general, you know what he was doing? Energetically, he was watching us. Like, when I tell you he was watching us to make sure we was good the whole entire time. I'm talking.
You know what it feels like?
If we get up and walk around the room,
we're watching Lock and Key, and it's like whenever they open the door to go astral project, and their body's right there. Mm-hmm. That's what just hit me.
Ooh, got goosebumps on that one. You guys see it? Probably can't.
I'm gonna go up.
You're there? I put that the palm of my hand is the center of life. I don't know if you guys don't know, but these right here, they're portals. Wow. Energy centers, research about it, interact with it. These are definitely portals, and I've definitely experienced moments after that in times where I healed physically with these same portals, or I've literally felt and interacted with my crystals in a way on my hands. So, this one next. Okay. All right, so this next paper, I also wrote this super big, as you can see. I put that my body has to be hydrated for all senses to be heightened, hence the ones already ahead. Because I really keep my body hydrated. Not only did I drink a lot of water, but recently learning that, fruit is what really hydrates you. At that time, I was really, into my diet, and I wouldn't say my diet. At that time, my lifestyle, I was cultivating my lifestyle and how I saw myself and the way I knew I needed to move to go forward, to live in my purpose. I knew that I needed to be healthier, and I knew I needed to take care of myself. So I had my eating habits was like heavy in vegetables and heavy in fruit around that time, like heavy. So I was hydrated, which made sense because watch the Spiritually Conscious and Awakening video if you haven't. If you're a spiritual being having a human experience and you haven't yet subscribed to my YouTube channel, please be sure to hit the subscribe and hit the bell so you're notified anytime I post a video, as well as give this video a thumbs up, comment, and share with a friend. This one blew my mind. Y'all, I literally felt Jalen touch me as a kid.
Explain.
Like, I saw myself, I saw us as kids, and we were interacting, and he was touching me. Like, not like, you know what I'm saying? He was just like, messing. I think we was like messing around. He was just like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Or he was letting me know, like, that's a better way to explain it. I remember it. Somehow we interacted with each other either in our past lives or when we were younger and we didn't know, because it went to a scene of like I was younger, and then like you put your, it was like, either we was holding hands, or, you know, somebody put their hand on your shoulder, or just, you know, are you good? It was something like a simple gesture of a hand touch. Right. And I literally felt that it was him. I was like, that was him? It was like that. I was like, okay, guys. So on the next paper, you see this one has a little more drawing. I put, my prayer finally makes sense. So I cultivated a new prayer and basically a new way to speak and connect with divine source in the universe. And I formulated it in a way based on basically what I want to receive, what I'm open to receive, and expressing gratitude for what is being sent my way and the guidance. You know, I could go into the whole detail, but like over time, I've literally added more to it. But it makes sense more and more that I do it, because it's not just like, oh, I'm praying for somebody to just help me, Lord, just help me. Like, it's not that type of prayer. Like, it's a prayer. It's a connection. It's it's like a connection. I don't know how to explain it. Okay, I'm not gonna tell y'all my prayer, but just know that, you know, I cultivated it specifically for me and my journey and what I got going on, and it's been very beneficial, and it's growing and glowing, and I've actually ascended into very out-of-body experiences from simply using that prayer. So I put, babe told me to kiss. Oh, babe told me to kiss him in his head. Something about kiss something in his head, and I didn't. And I did it outside, and he told me what I did. Oh, I think it was one of them situations where we put something together. Like, we basically put something together. Like, it made sense to me. Like, I think you told me to kiss you on something. Oh, no, you gotta love it. We was laying down in the middle of the trip, and you told me to kiss you in your head, and I asked you, I was like, babe, and I just kissed you. Remember, I kissed you, and you, I kissed you, and you was like, I just told you to kiss me. I just told you to kiss me in my head, and you did it. So we basically used telepathy. We used telepathy during our trip. Someone of portal maybe above where I sleep. Oh, so I figured out that there was a portal over my bed where folks was coming to visit or watch, or using it to watch me, basically, type stuff. So yeah, guys, it's very important to stay protected up, especially if you're aware of the type of being that you are, because you're going to constantly have opposing and outside forces trying to come in and knock you off your podium, knock you off your path, really, and really ultimately just defeat you or use you for their highest good. They're not use you for not good. That makes sense. This one's you, babe. You just randomly wrote this.
Trust my intuition.
Can you say that again for the hoes in the back? I also heard someone laugh during that. I really felt like I was me, and how me and something supposed to be together. Oh, I feel like me and him are supposed to be together. Supposed to redo things?
Supposed to do.
That one's encrypted, guys.
Yeah, that's shroom talk.
But basically, I just another confirmation on just our relationship and, you know, what we are as individuals, but also as a team and as partners, as twin flames.
Something tried to get me from the ceiling, y'all.
Remember I told you about that portal? I told you there was a portal up there, and I'm thinking it was just for somebody to watch.
She said that there was a portal up there. And something tried to get me from that portal. So
I knew that the portal was up there, and then he actually experienced something trying to like grab him or get him. So like, guys, it's very important to be careful. Oh, I had a note to self, which is very relevant today. You shouldn't worry about what others think. That's something that used to be a big thing for me when I was younger, because I'm a healer at birth. So I naturally just, you know, want to see how people feel and care. And I can feel and tell without you even telling me. So me naturally knowing that, and I'm already, you know, I'm a Virgo, so, you know, you might got that perfectionism mentality at some point. I'm like, okay, I should take in what other people say as a consideration and stuff like that, until I realized that was ruining my perspective on how I looked at myself and who I truly was by worrying about what other people think. So I no longer do that. I stand in my truth. I walk in my truth. And I will always speak in my truth. I will always speak my truth, and I will not ever be silenced or knocked off from either one of those. And I put that on my life this lifetime. I don't know, y'all. We just wrote, I don't even know who wrote this, but it's just H-A-I-G-G.
Oh, what's up? Oh.
That's my handwriting, that's the G.
But I put that.
Oh, the H?
Yeah.
I don't know. That's another part, encrypted. So we got 2 encrypted parts, so we don't know nothing about.
Shroom talk.
Yeah, we would have to get back to it and be like, all right, guys, we figured out what that thing was from last time. I saw a handprint and felt fingers on shorts.
Yeah,
did you?
On that day.
Dang. So I guess somebody touched me.
Yeah, pink shorts on that day.
So somebody touched me. I saw a handprint. And then I also heard somebody laugh. We knew that there was a portal and somebody was watching us. And then that person who was behind the portal actually wanted to get him. I figured out that my superpower. Mm-hmm. Now, if a lot of people know what's going on nowadays and how we have a lot of elders and you know, spiritual influencers who are like actually chosen ones and ones who are actually sent back to really help get things in order, they'll be telling you guys about these superpowers. They'll be transforming into who we truly are supposed to be. And yeah, just yesterday I got information on that power has something to do with your element, your sun sign's element. So whatever element, like if it's a water sign, earth sign, air sign, fire sign, that type of stuff. So that's very interesting to me. This was November 2020. 2020. So keep that in mind. I just got clarification on the fact that Jalen is most definitely one of my protectors and one of my defenders. What does that say? Defender? This end part is DFNSI. Maybe I just didn't spell it right.
You wasn't right. You wasn't right in English.
My defender and protector. 30 years. Not sure what that means. Sometimes I'll like leave notes, and I'll just like how you write notes for yourself, or like when you write notes in class, you write it in a way that you're gonna remember it and that you're gonna take it. But then you'll come back and you'll be like, dang, I'm not sure what I was trying to do there.
Especially when some tests, I'm like, man,
I don't know.
She
like, what's that? I'm like, I don't know either. Shoot.
I just was writing, motherfucker.
But 30 years, I got goosebumps. So I'm not really sure what 30 years mean, but I put my mouth knows everything.
Yeah, that was yours for sure.
And I think that's very interesting as well. As what did I just tell y'all? I'm gonna speak my truth. I know what my I know what my purpose is. So it's like me saying that my mouth knows everything now. And that's obviously on a deeper level. Like I said, I just leave myself notes to remember. Because when some of these you see, well, we're reading it and they like click back in like, oh, that's where I came from. And then I know everything. I just don't know I know everything. That's like, come on, y'all. You can't say that. That's not.
Sound like a good message right there.
Yeah. So I know everything. I just don't know I know everything. But now I do know that. I know that I have inner wisdom. I know that my higher self connects and it helps guide me along my path, and it shows me things and it guides it. I show myself things and I guide myself. You see what I'm saying?
But I most definitely are going to try that experience real soon again.
Yes, we will be trying.
And I'm going to actually be cooking with it too. So.
Yeah, we'll be trying shrooms shrooms again soon. We will be, expanding our usage of it. We just ate it, so I'm going to definitely make tea with it. You guys already know that. We're going to be infusing it in our foods. And then I see people put it in smoothies, and I absolutely love smoothies, so I definitely need to try that. But yes, guys, I just want to share my very first shroom experience with y'all because we will be incorporated in our daily lives, like I told you, in the near future. And that was something that was very monumental along my spiritual journey that really was very eye-opening, and it was next level. And you could do research on psilocybin mushrooms and you'll see the outcomes of what people talk about. I just recommend, make sure you guys do your research, make sure your environment is straight, make sure your mind is set, because we went into it with an open mind, clear mind. We wasn't thinking about nothing. We calmed ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Be careful who you're around, be careful your environment, and be careful on your dosages or whatever. Just monitor yourself.
Don't take the whole bag greedy.
Yeah, monitor yourself. Just, you know what I'm saying? Do your research, and that's all. I just want to throw that out there for you guys, because I just don't want it to be a message of just like, go do shrooms. But it is beneficial to you on a physical level and in a spiritual level. So with that being said, I really appreciate you guys for watching this video.